So in this video, I'm going to show you why Alex Trebek died for the coming Seattle, Washington catastrophe on June 11th that has something to do with the Seattle Space Needle and Elvis. So like I said, I'm going to show you how the show Jeopardy and Alex Trebek is connected to this Elvis Seattle catastrophe that's going to happen on June 11th in Seattle, Washington, which involves also the Seattle Space Needle. Okay, let's start with the first connection. Alex Trebek's real name is George Alexander Trebek. So there's your first connection to Washington. His name is George Alex Trebek. And he was born on July 22nd, so that's 7/22. And July 22nd is the 203rd day of the year, and it would leave 162 days in the year. Okay, so now when we look up what the 162nd day of the year is, that would mean that that day would be the backwards date of July 22nd. So like I said, July 22nd is the 203rd day of the year. 162 days remain. Let's see what the 162nd day of the year is. So the 162nd day of the year is June 11th, the day I'm telling you Elvis returns after a catastrophic event. You understand? So Alex Trebek's birthday is the backwards of June 11th. And Alex Trebek, he died on 11/8/2020. Okay? And 11/8. So November 8th, the day Trebek died, is the 312th day of the year. And the backwards date would be the 53rd day of the year. Because 312 plus 53 makes 365 days in a year, right? So the backwards date of November 8th would be whatever this 53rd day of the year is. Let's see what it is. So the 53rd day of the year is 2/22, February 22nd. Who is born on February 22nd? So George Washington was born on February 22nd. 2/22. This is the day they celebrate his birthday. Okay, he has a different birthday, but this is the day they changed it to. But anyway, so here's another connection to Alex Trebek and Washington. Okay, do you see what I'm showing you? Trebek died on the backwards date of February 22nd, which is November 8th. And it just so happens that Trebek did 37 seasons. Because I told you how important the EL is. Okay, the 3 and 7 look like the letters EL. EL means God. You see, 37 seasons he did. Okay, it's right there, it says it. You see? And he started in 1984. And 8/4 is very important. And let me show you why 8/4 is important. Because if you know my videos, you know I have two predictions. Trump gets his head wound in Ohio on 8/4. 8/4 is Obama's birthday. And my other prediction is 6/11 Elvis Seattle, which has something to do with the Seattle Space Needle. Some catastrophic event is going to happen in Seattle. Anyway, 90% of everything I'm showing you has to do with Seattle in this video. But I showed you that Trebek started in 84. That's the 8/4. And now I'm going to show you one more hint for the 8/4 connection to Trebek. Okay, so watch. August 4th on the Gregorian calendar, which we're on right now, is July 22nd on the Julian calendar, which we used to be on before the Gregorian. Okay? So August 4th used to be July 22nd. And that's when Alex Trebek is born, July 22nd, okay? You see how he has a connection to the June 11th, because July 22nd is the backwards of June 11th date, and August 4th on the Julian calendar used to be July 22nd. See how it connects to both my predictions? Like I said, Elvis and Trump are the devil twins. And that's why you have twin predictions and two big events that are going to happen. So you know that Elvis is born on January 8th, which is the sign of Capricorn. And I told you guys that Capricorn, its symbol is the sea goat. Okay? I told you, Elvis is the beast out of the sea. And he's the goat. You know, they say he's the greatest of all time. And you know Muhammad Ali, the boxer, he was known as the greatest of all time. He was like the first one with that title, really. And he actually called Elvis the greatest of all time. I actually showed that video, and he said it in front of a bunch of people in the audience. He said Elvis was the true greatest of all time. That's what he said. And by the way, Muhammad Ali was born on January 17th, and January 17th's backwards birthday would be December 14th. And December 14th is the day that George Washington died. That's right, December 14th. And the reason I'm bringing up this greatest of all time thing, because Jeopardy had a tournament called the greatest of all time, the GOAT, they were calling it. And the start date was January 7th, one day before Elvis's birthday. This GOAT tournament started because Elvis's birthday is January 8th, right? And you know who won this GOAT tournament? His name was Ken Jennings. He was the GOAT, this Ken Jennings. And look at the trophy. It looks kind of like the Space Needle. You see it's got the curved lines and then a circle on the end, you know, on the top, a round part, kind of like, you know, like a crown on top. But anyway, Ken Jennings, like I said, this looks like the Space Needle, the GOAT trophy. And Ken Jennings, see, look, I put, where does Ken Jennings live? He lives in Seattle. So the GOAT winner lives in Seattle. Do you understand what I'm showing you? Because I told you, Elvis is the GOAT who's going to, you know, somehow manifest in Seattle. So just ask yourself, all these coincidences that I'm showing you are impossible. Do you understand? All right? Especially when you consider even the trophy looks like the Space Needle. And when he would write his name, he would write it with a Space Needle. Do you see that? The K? I mean, are you looking at what I'm showing you? Ken. And you know what a Kraken. You understand? And Seattle named their hockey team Kraken because they're going to crack Seattle. You understand? That's what's going to happen. But the Kraken is a beast out of the sea. Did you not know that? And by the way, I was talking about the Kraken years before they named their team the Seattle Kraken, because I was telling everybody that Elvis is the Kraken. And they named the Seattle hockey team the Kraken. Look at this. It's got a snake's eye, too. And it kind of has like Elvis's hairdo in the front, or Trump's hairdo, whatever the hell you want to call it. But it's a serpent because Elvis is the serpent, the S. The S equals 19 crown. I told you. The corona, the 19. And Seattle's in King County. Elvis was known as the king. And the Seattle Kraken logo is an anchor in the shape of the Space Needle. And what does an anchor do? It sinks to the bottom of the sea. You understand? Because that's what they're going to do to the Space Needle. See, that's the Space Needle. And look, it's got the serpent wrapped around it, which is Elvis. Elvis was the serpent, is the serpent. Anyway, that's why it's got an anchor, because they're going to sink this Space Needle. The whole city over there in Seattle. And Ken Jennings, he was born on 5/23. And you know what the backwards birthday of 5/23 is? So May 23rd is the 143rd day of the year, and it leaves 222 days in the year. It's August 10th, the 222nd day of the year. And the only thing that's connected to the August 10th is 8-1 and Elvis's birthday. I mean, it's 8-1 if you don't count the 0. And Elvis's birthday was 1-8. You know what I mean? But forget about that. It's the 222 number. That's what's important. See, it's connected to Washington because Washington was born on 2/22. And remember, I showed you that Trebek, he died on November 8th, and November 8th was the backwards of February 22nd. And I showed you that Jennings' backwards birthday is the 222nd day of the year, the 222. So both Jennings and Trebek are connected to the 222 numbers. And do you know when Alex Trebek's last episode that aired on television? His last episode that ever aired, because he died before this last episode, but they aired it. His last show was aired on January 8th. And Elvis was born on January 8th. Do you see what I'm trying to show you here? Don't you understand what they're saying? They're saying Seattle is in jeopardy. Do you get it? And Trebek died? Do you understand? It's all about death and destruction. And notice when I showed you this, that his last show aired on January 8th, Elvis's birthday. Look, they even have a 4 attached. What I'm trying to say is there's even the 8-4 here too, because that's the other prediction I have for Trump's head wound on August 4th, 8-4. I have one more important thing to show you after I show you this thing that I've already shown. So remember, his birthday, July 22nd, Alex Trebek, on the August 4th, on the Gregorian calendar, our calendar, would be July 22nd on the Julian calendar. Now, July 22nd, right now, remember, I told you that July 22nd is the 203rd day of the year and 162 days remain. And the 162nd day of the year is the 162nd day of the year, June 11th. Okay, you understand? So Trebek's birthday is the backwards birthday of June 11th. And that's the day I'm telling you Elvis, somehow manifests after a catastrophic event in Seattle. Anyway, all I'm saying is that Trebek's birthday is connected to the August 4th prediction and to the June 11th prediction. That's all I'm trying to say. And I told you Elvis and Trump are the twin devils, and Trebek died for that ritual, for both their rituals, August 4th and for the June 11th ritual. Okay? It's all about death and destruction. And I'm going to show you one last thing. And if this doesn't seal a deal for you, nothing will, okay? So remember, his birthday is 7/22. And Trump's birthday is on 6/14. And Elvis's birthday is 1/8. If you add that up, look what you get. 7/22. Now, do you understand? Trebek's birthday, 7/22. And of course, from January 8th up to July 22nd, not actually counting that day, it's 6 months, 14 days. And that's Trump's birthday, 6/14. You see? From Elvis's birthday to Trebek's birthday. It all connects, I told you, to Trump and Elvis. And that's why this puppet had to die. It was a ritual. Okay, you understand? It's all about death and destruction. Seattle is in jeopardy, folks. Do you understand? It's all going to manifest soon. You'll see. Next year. Anyway, folks, end of video.